It was in May of 1995. At the time, I think the web was brand new. Nobody at ENR had certainly heard of the internet or the web, and these guys were already doing it.
I was first exposed to eBuilder, or what was then MP Interactive, in December of 1995 when I read an article in the Engineering News Record. And in an article it talked about how to manage a project using a website. I'd always been interested, or I'd just recently gotten very interested in the World Wide Web and using it for looking up information and things like that. And so this article really did fascinate me, the fact that you could use a website and put all your project information there and then have everybody have access to it.
John and his partners actually invented the word project-specific website. We had to figure out what to call it, what to describe it as. They were absolutely the first. There was nobody else around.
eBuilder provides the connectivity that creates successful collaborative environments for builders worldwide.
One of the things that is the buzzword, sort of the buzz phrase in today's marketplace, is smarter, better, faster, safer, cheaper. The one thing that eBuilder has done is to use the electronic media, to use the internet, to allow requests for information to in fact be speeded up.
A particular time where eBuilder came in really handy was on Creative Center 3. We were pouring the second floor slab and we were pouring around the elevator shaft. We came up pretty short on our rebar, so we had to come up with a way to dowel and to extend the slab out 2 feet. We had our foreman and superintendent come up with a sketch, and it was kind of nice that I could scan that sketch and load it on eBuilder, then call up the engineer and the architect and have them look over it. They made some minor changes and got us go ahead, and we did not have to cancel the pour for that day.
Just last year we were selected by the federal government to help in the map modernization program. Anybody who's developed any property across the country have used FEMA flood maps for that process, and those maps are very old. We're in the process now of updating and modernizing the whole process. We were selected, and we were selected primarily because we were using an internet-based collaboration tool as a part of the tool chest that we as an engineer and a planning organization had available to us.
From a contractor's point of view, one of my personal favorite aspects of the system is the accountability, quite frankly, that eBuilder affords. If we have information or submittal processes that need responses, the length of time that any given party holds on to the information and the response time is listed right there online. So it's pretty amazing for me as the executive in charge of the project to see response times from architects and engineers in the minutes, literally 18 minutes, 24 minutes, as opposed to 10 to 14 days. So we've definitely streamlined the turnaround process of the information.
I've actually used it to communicate with other faculty and academics across the globe as we're working on collaboration and research. Sometimes you'll have big files you need to share, and because of the fact that email attachments don't always keep things in formats and the way you need them, we've actually used the eBuilder project-specific website for document sharing to where they download it on the other side of the globe and it's all there intact.
The eBuilder gives us great communication with the drawings aspect of it as well as the others. The redlining was particularly helpful because the owner was more apt to point out certain areas that normally you couldn't get unless it was a visual item, and this gave us a tool for the visual access that everybody had to it. And it not only was it quick, but it also let them view it without having any special type of software to do it. It converted it over to owner's usage. It's very friendly usage. It's just been enormous. We did in one day what normally would take a week and a half to do.
eBuilder has set the standard for streamlining the project management process. Among the many things experience has taught us, we've learned that people want practical application with intuitive, user-friendly design, a site that can be set up quickly with a short learning curve, dependable support, and uncompromising security.
I picked eBuilder because of the fact that it had a real easy interface, and the fact that I didn't have to do any kind of programming, and to submit files was very simple.
Some of the great strengths of eBuilder are the very intuitive interface. Very easy to use, easy to learn, easy to understand. Does not take any specialized training necessarily to understand the product.
Whenever there is a need for support, and frankly that doesn't occur frequently, the support is always there and the service is there so that the system constantly runs and we don't suffer from any downtime. Because we were unfamiliar or not that familiar with the internet, we had to work very closely with the eBuilder staff as far as building the site and identifying for them or working with them to create the right tools for us. I think that each project is special, and what I would say about the eBuilder group was that they were very good at making ours, giving us the kind of tools that we needed in order to have a special project site which really catered to our needs.
When HIT Contracting first approached the subject of development and setup of a web site for our construction project in Dulles, Virginia, there was some concerns from management regarding the security of the site, the type of information that will be passed along, and who can view it at what point. The website has remained secure, and information that's been passed back and forth between contractors, architects, engineers, and AOL management has not been breached or compromised in any way.
The eBuilder team is committed to solving challenges, finding solutions, and identifying new potentials on the horizon. The integration of new technology has been critical to the future success of users in the field. With eBuilder's help, users aren't limited to a web browser. Project management and scheduling applications have entered a whole new realm of possibilities with the integration of Palm devices, online faxing capabilities, and other wireless devices. McGraw-Hill saw eBuilder's potential when they were actively seeking to partner with a web-based company to provide new technology applications.
So committed are we that we decided not only to have a strong business development relationship, that is to do business together, leveraging our content with eBuilder's collaboration applications, but also we said we're going to make an investment in eBuilder. We're going to put our money where our mouth is and be there as an investment partner for them to help them grow as a company and help them grow with us as well. In fact, they created this thing called collaboration in 1995. They were the first ones there. These guys get it.